What's up guys, Winter Kills, and welcome to another Infernoid deck profile. Updated version for the new July 16th, 2015 ban list. The one that was just released a couple days, if you're still unaware of that. I did a little ban list discussion video. I'll post a link in the description, go check it out. See my thoughts on all the cards that have come back, been banned, put to 1, 2, 3, whatever. But this is my ban list updated for the new format. Or not my ban list, my deck list for the new format. So yeah, been doing a lot of playtesting with this, and works really well. I went to a small tournament this past Wednesday. Really small tournament. There wasn't that many people there, and I got second. Only losing. I played Necros round 1. I won 2-0. Played Necros round 2 and lost 2-0. And then the rest were I played Trap Monster Star Seraphs, which I 2-0'd, or 2-1, 6 Sams, which I 2-0'd. No, that was the last round. But, like I said, updated list, and we'll go into the profile now. Alright guys, so here's the monster lineup. I apologize if it's all squeezed in, but I wanted to get it all in one shot for the sake of time. But up in the top here, I'll guide you through. So we got all of our big Infernoid monsters right here. We got 2 Infernoid Anuku, 2 Infernoid Deviati, 3 Attendel, and 3 Sidesmiths. I love these all where they are, especially these guys at 3. They're like some of the best monsters in the deck. Obviously, you have some of the best effects. They're your level 8s and 7 guys, so they help you go in those rank 8s and 7 plays. Anuku and Deviati are 2 of the best monsters in this deck, without a doubt, being able to negate spells and traps at will, and monster effects at will. You got Heavy Storm, and you got Dark Hole, which combo amazing with some of your cards, and also help you in a lot of matchups, especially like Cliffort or Necroz. Anuku really good in Cliffort, Deviati really good in Necroz, or against Necroz, just say. Anuku's good against Cliffort, not in the fact like, oh, it blows up monsters, but it can negate spells at will, so they go to Scout, you negate it. Deviati gets around Trish, gets around Manju, stops those, all those plays. Down here we've got the lower level Infernoids, playing 3 Petrulia, 3 Harmonic, 2 Antra, and 2 Permaze. I was recently thinking about cutting Permaze, the level 1 guy who targets a set card, and that set card cannot be activated in response to this card's effect activation, and shuffles it back into the deck. I was thinking about cutting it, or at least cutting it to 1, or siding it for like Shadal, just because it's really good against Shadal, just to hit their set stuff. But I don't know how I feel about the card, and I've been trying to get the deck down to 40. It's currently at 42. I was just making 2 Dark Hole, but since Jin is no longer a card, you don't really need that many Jin outs. Well, you don't need Jin outs, period, but you kind of still need outs for big boards that you can't do anything about. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I cut it, put it to 1, or just keep it at 2 the way it is? Sorry, my table's moving around. Next we got 2 Lila, 2 Raiden, 2 Card Trooper, 1 Lumina. I really wanted to play Lumina, but I didn't want to cut Lila strictly because floodgates are still a thing. Yes, Jin is gone, but you still have to worry about Iron Wall and Vanities that still kill this deck. And I really wanted to try the 1 Lumina. Finally got my hands on a ultra rare one, so I figured why not. And I wanted to play equal amounts of 4s and 3s. So when I go to reasoning, I don't have to worry about, you know, my opponent calling 4, and then I'm never gonna get that free summon. You kind of want to always call, or keep your opponent guessing as to what you're gonna be playing. So that's why I side into different levels, like 6 and 7, sometimes 8 if I side Christia, or Shinzo at 6, or Chaos Hunter at 7. Yeah, but I don't like to play just 4s or just 3s. Some builds don't play Card Troopers, some builds play Luminas in place of the Card Troopers, but I think Card Troopers too good of a card to give up, especially with that draw effect. But yeah, Lumina's definitely a good card. Now that I'm playing the Lightsworn engine, I'm starting to like it a lot more now, especially with Charge at 2, and I think that's what I'll stick with, at least until the new support comes out. I might just play Raidens and Card Troopers as well as Decatron, but that's it for the monster lineup. We'll go ahead and get into the spells. Alright guys, so here are with the spell lineup. Pretty standard spell lineup as far as Infernoids go. You got triple Reasoning, your main card, double Cyclone, rather main this than I'd rather main Cyclone than MST, strictly because it's Infernoids and you mill a lot, and MSTs don't do anything for you in the grave, but this card does a lot. Obviously you can't out Iron Walls, but Iron Walls is something you usually see game 2, and you can usually side MSTs for that, which I usually end up doing. It's more back row heavy decks that are already maining Floodgates. I usually end up siding a 3rd Cyclone, and as well as double MST. And you also have Deviati that gets rid of Floodgates too. Double Voids here, I think this card's really good. I'm back and forth between 2 and 3. Just 3 can clog sometimes, and that's not always the best case because you really want to either see this in your graveyard or maybe 1 copy in your hand. Double Charge, you want to max out on those, and then 1 Raigeki, 1 Monster Gate, and 1 Burial. I think these are 3 staples in here now. Not playing Double Dark Hole or Book because, like I said, Jin out's not necessary anymore because the card is banned, so you don't have to worry about getting Jin locked. You just have to be able to out spells and traps. And yes, there are some locks still, like Vanity's Fiend is still a card this I'm aware of. There are still plenty of other cards that are out there that you can not special summon under, and that is obviously Jin obviously not one of them anymore, but so I'm still playing Raigeki and I'm still siding Double Dark Hole so I don't lose outright to those. And yeah, I might decide to play a Book of Moon if Vanity's Fiend starts becoming more relevant, but if not, I think I'll just keep the 1 Raigeki, and it's always helpful to play just this 1 card. Obviously it's very powerful and it opens up OTKs and it just gets rid of boards you can't get over. I don't think it needs too much explanation, but it's just now, again, the time where you just really need the 1 Raigeki and you don't really need anything else. But yeah, that's it for the spells. All, I think, 13. Not really sure, but yeah, that's it for the spells. We'll jump into the traps now. Alright guys, so triple breakthrough skill for the trap lineup. I've been really iffy on playing this card at all. Back and forth, in and out of the side deck, into the main. And I don't know. I might main 2, side to 3rd, but like breakthrough skill is really good against a lot of decks right now. Especially if you end up going first. You know, you have breakthrough there to back you up for any plays your opponent might try to make that would hinder your future plays, like Trish. And it's not always easy to play around in Trish in a deck like this. So maining breakthrough skill is obviously a huge advantage for that. And I get like Galaxy Cyclone's reasoning for being in this deck is because it has graveyard use. So does this. Now it's a lot of stuff your opponent might have on board. Can win you games sometimes when you have access to this breakthrough skill. This effect, negation, and grave. So yeah, that's it for the main deck. 42 cards I think currently. We'll jump into the extra. Alright guys, so here over the extra deck we got 2 rank 8s, Felgran and Heliopolis, and then 2 rank 7s, Draco, Big Eye, 3 rank 4s, Gem Knight, Rhapsody, and Dweller. I know they're not the best rank 4s. You need to play the Gem Knight, obviously, for the deck's purpose. Rhapsody's still a really good card. Dweller's really good, especially against Necros now that they only have 1 Shuret. It's also good against PA Shaddoll, obviously. But, like, I wasn't worried about playing not many rank 4s because strictly you don't really go into the extra deck, and if you're ever going to make a rank 4, it's usually going to be this. So these don't really matter too much. And then you got Zen mains for rank 3. I would rather this be a Dante, which will hopefully be something soon, something I can get soon. Then for Cinco, Star Eater, Ancient Sacred Wyvern, Black Rose, Clearwing, Scrab Archfiend, Gaia Knight, Force of the Earth, and 1 Armades. Just because Permeus and Raiden equals Armades, which gets around Valk. Which is nice when a deck like this tries to OTK as much as it does. But yeah, that's it for the extra deck. I had a couple people tell me to work on my extra deck a little more, and this wasn't as good, and I've tried, and this is what I've came up with, at least for now. Not the best still. I'd like to have, like I said, a Dante in here. Dante very advantageous for a deck like this, especially when you go Card Trooper or Lumina and Harmatic, which is a very easy setup. You know, mill through Card Trooper, summon Lumina, or whatever. Hit, better example. Normal summon card, Trooper, mill 3, Reasoning into Illumina, pitch, add something back, go into Dante, mill 3 more cards, you know, and it condenses your level from 6 to 3 at levels and ranks. But I'll stop ranting and we'll go into the side deck. Alright guys, so here we are with the side deck. We got double Chaos Center, this card's amazing, double Jinzo, 1 side blocker, 2 Darkhold, 2 MSC, the 3rd Cyclone, double Rogue Man, double Mind Crush, and 1 Mirror Force. Then somebody asked me about main deck Mirror Force. I'd rather side it personally, just because maining Breakthrough skill I think is a lot better, especially for game 1. Mirror Force is something I'd rather end up siding into, because the Mirror Force can be played around now with a lot of X-Maining MSC. Dire Wolf's a card, and it's not very reactive. Mirror Force is kind of slow, but it is devastating, especially with a deck like this when your first turn might not be always as explosive. If you open Reasoning Card Trooper, Reasoning Raiden, whatever that, Charge, Raiden, Reasoning, it can be a very good backup card. I'm siding 1 currently, and I like it. It does come up at 1. You don't have to worry about milling it much as 1, but like at 1 you don't see it as often. But however, it's something that I might bump up to 2, possibly 3 in the side, just because it's a pretty good card right now. And I might cut Royal Commands for those, because Shaddoll is kind of an easy matchup. For me at least, but that's going to be it for the side deck. And we'll jump into a little wrap up now. So yeah. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this deck profile. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all your viewership. If you like the profile, please let me know by leaving a like and or comment below on what you think of the build, how you think Infernoids will shape up with this new current ban list, and in the future, and with their new support, Decatron, Void Dream, Tiara, all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Infernoids, if you'll be very competitive in the future, so if you're thinking about picking them up, I recommend you do so now before prices jump any further. But I did hear that Harmatic was getting reprinted in the new tins. He's currently like $30, so if he gets reprinted, he'll drop. I'm assuming he will, obviously, as most cards do, when they get reprinted in tins. But I'm not sure, I can't really confirm that. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like I said, leave a comment down below on your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe if you already haven't for more videos like these. It's greatly appreciated. Winner Kills, signing out.